Today I wanted to show you how I like to create a classic brown smoky eye. I've gone for more of a neutral chocolate brown smoky eye, but you can either warm it up or make it slightly cooler or change up the colours completely. I hope you like it. To prep my skin, I'm going to start off with priming it with the Dr. Brandt's Pores No More. And for my base today, I'm going to go with Makeup Forever's Ultra HD Foundation, and I'm using the shade Y335, and I'm distributing the product evenly on my face, concentrated mainly towards the center, and then taking a buffer brush and blending it in using a mix of dabbing and circular motions, and also being sure to take it down the neck as well. Then using Colourpop's brow pencil in the shade Taupe, I'm going to do my brows firstly by combing them through using the spoolie side and then filling them in using the pencil end. Then to set my brows in place and to add a little bit of texture to them, I am setting them with the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. And then moving on to the eyes, the first step is to prime them, and I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, just patting that on and blending that out. And then the first eyeshadow I'm going to go in with is Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee, and I'm taking that right along the crease, but also right the way up to the brow bone. Then I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in the shade Latte, which is more of a neutral brown, and I'm going to start to build up the crease to add just a bit more definition. And then using the brush that I used to apply Creme Brulee, I'm going to just start to blend out that shadow so that it blends in seamlessly with Creme Brulee. Then I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in the shade Brown Sugar, which is a mid-tone, neutral to warm metallic brown, and I'm literally taking that over the entire mobile part of the lid and making sure to stay under that crease. And then to really define the eyes and make it extra smoky, I'm going to apply Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in the shade Bada, which is a dark, neutral brown with hints of shimmer in it. It doesn't really transfer too much on the eyes. And taking a blending brush, I'm just going to smooth out any harsh lines created by that dark shadow and just make sure that everything is really seamless. And as you can see, I'm focusing that Bada Bing shade right on the outer corners of the eye and blending it inwards to meet up with Brown Sugar. Then using a big, clean, fluffy brush, I'm just going to smooth out the top edge of that eyeshadow and make sure it's a nice, smooth, even gradient up until the brow bone. And just taking a clean tissue and wiping away any fallout. Then before moving on to eyeliner, I'm just going to quickly curl my lashes. Then to line my top lash line, but also my waterline, I'm going to be using Colourpop's gel eyeliner in the shade Swerve, which is just a matte black. And because I wanted to really sharpen up and define that small wing that I created, I'm going in with Kat Von D's tattoo liner in Trooper, and this is a kind of new trick that I've been doing quite a lot recently. And because I wanted more of a smudgy smoky eye rather than a defined smoky eye, I'm going in with a little bit of Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in Corrupt and applying that right over the eyeliner, then going in with a bit of that dark neutral Bada Bing shade. I am smudging that black in so that it blends in with the eyeshadow that we've already got on our eye. So it creates a bit more of a gradient effect. So the darkest will be at the lash line and then it gets a bit lighter as it goes onto the lid. Then I'm going in with lashings of the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara before moving on to concealing my under eyes with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And then to add a bit of brightness to the face, I am going in with MAC's Prep and Prime highlighter in the shade Light Boost. I'm taking it kind of under the eye area and down and along the center of my face. And using my good old trusty damp beauty blender, I'm just going to start blending all of that concealer and highlighter out. Then I'm going to take that same concealer and apply it to anywhere where I've got visible redness and blemishes, which is kind of usually around my nose area. And of course blending that out with the damp beauty blender. Then to set all that concealer and highlighter work in place, I am using Laura Mercier's translucent setting powder. Then back to finishing the eyes, I'm going to take a bit of brown sugar and run it right the way along the bottom lash line from outer corner to inner corner using a small tapered brush. Then mixing together Bada and Corrupt, I'm going to take it on an even more smaller tapered brush and just run it right along the outer third corner of the lower lash line. And this is really going to add a bit more kind of darkness and smokiness just to that outside corner. And then taking Latte, I'm just gonna diffuse that eyeshadow so there's not such a harsh edge. And because I wanted it to be really smoky, I'm also going to tightline my bottom waterline with the Colourpop gel eyeliner. Then to highlight the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going to go in with Prosecco Pop, which is Jaclyn Hill's collaboration with Becca. Then taking the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Rapunzel, I'm going to apply it right under the arch of the brow just to give it a little bit of a subtle highlight. Then for my bottom lashes, I'm applying MAC's Gigablack Lash Extended Play Mascara. Then I'm just dusting a little bit of the Mercier translucent setting powder over the cheeks before I go in with my contour. And here I'm using a Makeup Geek's contour powder in Infidelity, I believe. And I am nestling that into the hollows of my cheek, but also taking it up the temples and along the jawline just to kind of give it a bit more definition. I'm also going to take a little bit of that same contour powder on a much smaller brush and take it right the way along either side of the nose, just to trick the eyes into thinking it's a bit slimmer than it actually is. Then taking a clean fluffy brush, I'm just going to soften out that contour and make sure I don't leave behind any telltale signs. Then to warm up the complexion, I'm going to go in with Makeup Forever's Pro Bronze Fusion in the shade 25i and kind of hit that on the high points of the face, basically around the perimeter and down the neck, just to make sure that the face and body are as one. Then for blush, I'm going to keep with the bronzy browns, and I've gone for Amaretto, which is more of a dusky tan shade, and I think is absolutely beautiful. It really kind of warms up the complexion nicely. And then for my highlight, I'm mixing together Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop, which are the shimmering Skin Perfector pressed and the collaboration that Jaclyn Hill did with Becca Cosmetics. And I've applied them to the tops of my cheekbone, above the arch of the brow, but also on my Cupid's bow. And then I like to finish things off with my damp beauty blender, just so that all the powders on the cheeks are blended in seamlessly. Then for my lips, I'm starting off by lining them using MAC's lip pencil in the shade Soar. And I'm kind of filling them in, but not completely, just mainly on the outer edge. And I chose to team the lip liner with Colourpop's Lippy Sticks in the shade Oh Snap, which is a beautiful pale pinky beige. And then to finish everything off, I am going to set my makeup in place using the Models Prefer Finale Setting Mist. And this is pretty much the completed look. A neutral chocolate brown smoky eye teamed with a subtle nude lip. If you enjoyed watching this video, then please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!